Rene came home after another satisfying day of work. His muscles ached, but a good hot shower would take care of that. He ate his dinner, took a run to his favorite hill to watch another spectacular sunset. He loved to run. He rarely took transportation anywhere unless it was a long way off, and it would take too long to get there running. He still marveled at how he had so much energy even after a day of hard labor. And today was the hardest he had ever worked. He remembered when he woke up this morning, he decided he was going to surprise the coordinator on the job site. He ate his usual breakfast, but made sure he had extra grains for the energy he'd need. He made 3 extra waffles, coating them with butter pecan syrup, his favorite. After thanking Jehovah, while watching the sunrise, he went on his morning run. He greeted all the animals that came out to meet him, including a black panther that usually comes out of nowhere and attempts to scare the pants off of him. He often wondered where that panther went after it disappeared. He'd then go home, put on his work clothes, and head over to the building site. He loved building homes. He loved the privilege of suddenly knowing everything about the homeowner and building it to their tastes. The look on the newly resurrected person's face when they see their new home is priceless. He made it a goal to not cry just once after they introduced someone to their new home. That goal has yet to be fulfilled. He looked forward to the future of building many more homes, but he also knows he'll have to actually find a time-consuming hobby pretty soon. Many of the resurrected are wanting to give back to Jehovah by helping others build houses, especially for their relatives and friends who died when they were young. He knows that soon there will be a flood of volunteers coming in to build houses. They're already starting to come in, and that means that there will be more time in between assignments, giving him more free time he'll need to fill. But today, he needed to concentrate on the work at hand. He easily convinced his co-workers to do this daunting task. They were going to take the new home from just subfloor and framing to having a complete exterior in just one day. The coordinator was off doing inventory on supplies at the construction hub, and that gave them the opportunity to surprise her. The home was surprisingly simple. It was a typical country cottage-style house with white cedar siding and large windows on either side of the door to let the sunlight in. This simple design makes it easy for the crew to go into quick build mode. They quickly put up the exterior paneling and got the siding installed and painted. The windows were then quickly put in. Soon it looked like a beautiful house. "Let's not stop now, guys. Let's get going on the interior," Rene encouraged. He was always known as the jackrabbit of the group, just constantly going, and his energy was contagious. So they quickly went inside and had the plumbing and electrical well on its way by the time the coordinator came back. She was stunned when she saw the house. "Surprise, Monica! What do you think?" Monica could hardly speak. Don't worry, you don't have to say anything," Rene said as he interrupted her stuttering. "This is our way of saying thank you for all your hard work, making sure things go smooth. We know you have a special resurrection coming up, and we want you to have all the time you need to prepare for it. We wanted to show you what we're capable of, so you won't worry about leaving early and having this finished on time. The couple who is getting resurrected will love this house. I did need your help on one thing, though." The two discussed various surprises they'd leave in the house for the couple. They concluded that since the couple were adventurers, they'd simply leave a map, giving directions to various highlights of their home and property. Rene decided instead of a whole map, they would simply put directions to one place, and once you get there, you'd find directions to the next place. Monica liked that idea, and they put that into their finalized plans for the house. Monica left the day early, free to spend the rest of the week getting herself ready for her favorite uncle's return. Rene went into his garage. He wanted to tinker some with his project, but he could hear the bed calling his name. He worked extra hard today, so he was extra tired. So he just went to bed and left his project for tomorrow. He woke up, refreshed as usual, and did his morning routine. He still loved the fact that he could push himself to the brink in one day and be perfectly fine the next day. no leftover soreness in his muscles at all. He told himself he'd never take for granted this new state his body's in. He went to work, and when he got there, he realized there was only finishing and detailing work to be done inside. His job was done, and for the first time, he didn't have any knowledge of who the next job would be for. It has started. The number of volunteers has exceeded the work needed, but he wasn't disappointed. This gave him more time to work on his project.